And here you can see a blend of wines of indigenous varietals along with international varietals. So what we're looking at is Verdil, which is indigenous to this area, Verdil, which in the past just made, you know, these big kind of bottles of the $2 wine that you buy at the beach and take out there. And sometimes they're in these little, the juicy juice boxes, you know, the European milk, the Tetra Paks. So you buy those and you take them to the beach that way and you put them on ice. And in the past, that's what a lot of the wines were. But now we're taking this unique indigenous grape, the Verdil, blending it with 3 international, Chardonnay, Sauvignon, and Viognier, to get a unique wine there, and doing partial oak fermentation there. So we're on wine number 2, the second white, right there.
We really need to know the vintages of all these wines.
So we'll get those out here for you. We can actually get a whole lineup of the bottles. Here we go. Thank you, Misty. So wine number 1 is 2010, and wine number 2 is also 2010.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
So comments on the second wine? Better than the Semillon. The Viognier stands out. This is a more crowd-pleasing wine. You know, the Semillon is it's not a crowd pleaser. It's almost a little bit bitter, like a lot of northern Italian wines. It's a little bit, it needs food. It needs food. So try the Franchi, the Cimo white, because we have a Franchi red, Cimo red. Try it with tapas, because again, a lot of these wines, especially if you have tasted 400 Riojas, you know, you want something that's going to wow you. And the first wine doesn't. It's kind of a wallflower. Did I remind you that Valencia is the city of flowers? Speaking of wallflowers.
I would say it's innocuous. That's the word I would use.
Innocuous.
Yeah. Doesn't.
Are you a wine writer?
I am a wine writer.
Oh no. So what would you say about wine number 2?
Wine number 2 is much more flavor.
Yeah.
It's much more going for it.
And innocuous is good. It's basically, it's neutral. But remember, in Spain, like Italy, like France, like Greece, what is wine for in Europe?
Thank you.
It's to cleanse your palate. It's to showcase your food, to make your fish that you caught out of the sea that day taste good. So the wine, and this is why I'm really excited about these wines, because, you know, I've gone to the outposts of the wine world in these up-and-coming regions, and, you know, a lot of the times these producers just say, we've got to make the big blockbuster wine with all the oak, or we've got to make an innocuous, you know, tutti frutti style. And what I love about these wines is that they're honest, they're truthful, they're not trying to be something that they're not, and that they really, really go well with food. And so you'll see that as you go through, and I give them a lot of credit for sticking to their guns, for doing something to make a wine that is a great wine to have with something to eat, rather than trying to be a big kind of Chardonnay knockoff that's going to make somebody that doesn't work at the Spectator anymore happy, and maybe the new guy will like it. He's spending a lot of time in my neck of the woods, by the way. Galoni. What's he doing up there in Napa?
We're talking about Mr. James.
Yes, yeah. and the new guys. So I didn't say anything bad about him, did I? Oh no, I promised. I'm on mic here. Edit that out. I did not say anything bad about anyone. Allegedly. Allegedly. Don't put this on the Facebook page. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. Don't do it. Everyone has their own opinion. But you can see right here, incredible but true. That's what these wines are. They're you know, the whole point is, at the first sniff of this Semillon, I was like, you know, and then I went back to it, and I went back to it, and I went back to it, and I gained a great appreciation for it, just like a Greek dry indigenous white, or a white from Sicily, or, you know, some of these grapes that you've never heard of and never tried, because they're different, they're unique. The second wine, however, this is something you could more easily recommend, sell, put by the glass, that kind of thing. It has much more commercial viability, because it's got bigger flavors, brighter, rounder.